The art galleries, the exhibitions, the museums, the big, big parks, walking routes everywhere. All of this makes London a very, very interesting place because you get to see so many new things and you get to walk it out. You get to take it at your own pace. You can easily get from one point to another looking at all the information that's given, the accurate information. Even for a first-timer, it's not very difficult to get from one place to another, no matter how far it is.
Rocking Mama to Real Mama, Mamta B.
As I was saying, things that I really enjoyed doing while spending time in London was, walking in the parks, the theatre. And then there were museums and art galleries. Now, if you're a big fan of artwork and visiting museums, and if you're traveling abroad, I would always advise you to look it up and see which great museums are free to public, free entry. There are tons of it. That's the really good part. Everything is so systematic there that it's so easy if you want to visit places, see new places, look it up on the map, take the right stations, take the right trains, buses. It makes it easy even for a first-time traveler. It's so systematic that everything is almost cashless now. People don't carry cash with them anywhere they go. It's all online payments. Now, there I was with a little bit cash on me. And whenever I went to buy something, I literally had to ask them first if they had a cash counter so that I could pay in cash. Otherwise, there was no point. Some of them had, some just didn't. You see, impatience. I realize that is a very common commodity in all of these big, busy, hustle-bustle cities, especially the ones that I traveled in Europe. And London, well, it's very much on the list there. Everybody is so impatient, especially if you happen to walk slow on a busy street. They'll be like, move out of the way. Or you're going down the escalator and they're like, hurry up, please, to the side, let me go through. They're just dashing, running to catch the next train, running to catch the next bus. It's, the life is revolving around the clock. The time matters so much. And God forbid they should miss that train by 2 minutes. There is another one coming, but oh no, it just feels like probably it's the end of the world. Traveling on the tube is so sad for me, especially as a tourist. Nobody is talking, nobody is saying a word. And all you hear is the loud screeching of the train on the leaks and then the repetitive recording of the next station that's coming up or, the train that's going to this direction and the occasional mind the gap. Besides that, it's complete silence. Nobody notices you. Nobody notices the one next to each other. It's like, in a way, it's very liberating because you could be standing there with orange hair and nails running for kilometers and, weird colored shoes, and nobody would give you a second glance. Honestly, you just feel completely liberated in that way. But on the other hand, you don't really notice the person next to you, somebody elderly who's, probably wanting a seat, somebody who's looking tired, somebody who's carrying a lot of bags, maybe needs a little bit space. No, you don't notice any of these things. Perhaps me being a tourist, and I'm not so engaged in this daily routine that could possibly make me feel just the same way. Just looking at my watch, looking at what I have to do, thinking of what I have to do for the day, plan, get out, right? This very incident, the same thing, I could relate this to the other incident that I had when I was taking this bus, 204. I was seated, there's a lady who came in, she was carrying her 2-year-old baby and she was pushing a large buggy. Well, sure enough, there's a lady who gave her the seat because that seat was designated for women who were carrying small children or pregnant women. But that was okay. But when it came time for her to get out of the bus, I could see her prepare well beforehand because she had to carry up her baby again and her bag and then get the buggy out of the door of the bus. And there were 3 men standing right next to her, but none of them seemed to really notice that she was struggling a bit. So I came down and I thought, okay, I'll help you with the buggy. So I literally carried it out of the door and she came out with the child. And I was trying to go back in, but the door just shut and the bus carried on. The lady, she put her baby into the buggy, put her bag down, and she gave me such a big hug saying, thank you so much. Like, as if I had done something totally out of this world. In reality, it was nothing like that. I was just taking the buggy out. She said, I'm so sorry you missed your bus. And I looked up at the screen and I said, no, there's another one coming in 5 minutes. I can wait. I have no deadline to finish. You know, things like this. I'm not saying I'm a saint, or that I went all the way out to help. No, it's just that at that point, I was more aware, let's say, than others. Others who were just so busy going home from a long day's work, tired, can't wait to get home. Whereas there I was, looking forward to the next day. What am I going to do tomorrow? So in my mind, I was much more aware and I could see somebody needing help and I did it. But yeah, the whole feeling of helping somebody in a strange city, getting a smile back and getting a big hug and a thank you in return, that was something I'll always remember.
Hits FM 91.2.